And then as we look at this more broadly, there's also the question of who is going to be paying for this special master. Talk to us about some of the other differences between where DOJ is and where Trump's legal team is.
Right. Well, there's almost nothing that they agree on at this point, other than that the Justice Department has made a strategic decision that it can live with a special master with the limited mandate of looking at unclassified documents, even though it disagrees that that's necessary or that the investigators ought to be kept from those documents. But the Justice Department is saying the investigation should be allowed to immediately resume using the 100 or so classified documents, as Barbara said. It said that because Trump is the one who wants this special master, he ought to pay for it entirely. The Trump legal team wants the special master to see the classified documents as well, and wants the investigation not to resume until the special master is done with his or her work, which they think ought to take a good 3 months. And the Trump legal team wants the taxpayers to pay for half of this special master. That's just a couple of numerous in-the-weeds disputes the two sides are having, in addition to the fact that they each came up with different names as potential candidates for that role.
I want to ask you, Barbara, about this new reporting from the Wall Street Journal saying Keisa's aim is to resolve the case without the government seeking criminal prosecution. What does that tell you?
Well, it's a great goal. It seems like an unlikely goal. And I think one of the biggest challenges any lawyer has in representing Donald Trump is that sometimes he's his own worst enemy. You know, most lawyers want, above all else, what they refer to as client control. That is, I'm going to give you some advice, and I expect you to follow it. And instead, what we see is the lawyers filing these responses in court, and then Donald Trump saying things that they're not filing in court. Things like repeating his claims that he declassified these documents or that they were planted by the FBI. You'll note that none of those things appear in the court filings, where lawyers are bound by ethical obligations and can be sanctioned or disciplined for making false statements in court filings. And so just sort of managing that client who wants to be talking in the public arena, I think, is the biggest challenge here.